Good evening, my name is Franklin Wala and this is The Crime Beat. Tonight, we bring a story that began as a missing person and now a homicide investigation. Tonight, a family and detectives are still trying to piece up a homicide case of a young girl brutally murdered by her lover.
The body had multiple injuries.
There was a lot of pain when this person was committing that heinous incident.
Kwa sababu amekatakatwa, aliuawa kinyama sana.
Catherine Nyokabi was Peter Gitonga's firstborn daughter in a family of 4. An aggressive young girl who had just turned 23. Catherine was born in Nyeri County. She attended her education up to Form 2 level. She then traveled to Nairobi. In Nairobi, she met a man. The man later became her baby daddy. The child is now 5 years old, but the father is nowhere in the picture. In 2019, she met Evans Karani through an online social platform. Evans is 39 years old and is married with 3 children. Catherine and Evans will then fall in love and become inseparable. Evans rented for her a 1-bedroom house in Hunter's Kasarani area. He told police that he paid her rent of 14,000 shillings per month for almost 3 years. Evans was a driver who transported construction materials. At one point, Catherine took the man to her parents' home in Nyeri County. He swears he loved the young girl by all his might. Evans' wife reveals the husband has not been home since July last year. However, he has been sending money for the family's upkeep. The relationship between Evans and Catherine blossomed till this year, when their love turned sour. They separated over allegations of unfaithfulness. After several months, this week the 12th of April, however, they started rekindling their relationship. It began with a phone call from Evans. He suggested to meet Catherine and take her to a salon.
Sasa hiyo siku yenye alikuwa naenda kusukwa ndio waliongea sana na simu. Na sasa hatukujua after salon walikuwa meet wapi na Karani.
This issue that has come up, the sponsor notion that you are living at mercies of somebody just because they are providing you with good life, maybe they take you out, or maybe somebody is driving and you're suffering just because of the status. Learn to fight for yourself. Learn to develop yourself so that you accept also your status.
Catherine's best friend and cousin who were with her on the last day when she left her house in Hunters says the young girl looked jovial and promised to be back home. Unfortunately, that was never the case. This is the last time she will be seen alive.
Pigia 25 kuniambia Kendi mimi nakutumia sapa na ukaa na wewe ndio uko na hao watoto.
After the call, her phone went off and neither was Evans's phone going through. This was the case the day after.
Sasa ndo tukasema Thursday ikifika kama haja kuja, hiyo ndo sasa tutaanza communicate na watu.
At this time, Catherine was still nowhere to be seen. A friend approached them with information that a motor vehicle she knows belonged to Evans had been spotted in Juja. Next to the vehicle, there was a woman's body. The information was on social media. The news came as a matter of urgency. Catherine's parents were informed, and to clear suspicion, they rushed to Juja police station. They were referred to the city mortuary where the body had been taken. At the morgue, the family positively identified the body as that of Catherine Nyokabi. Her body had been badly mutilated. According to the father, this was his lowest moment on his life.
Hana mikone, amekatwa mikono, matiti yote yamekatwa. Sasa hii shida imeonekana huyu mtu alikuwa na watu wengine.
The family wanted to know who killed their daughter and why. Investigations have since fallen back to the crime scene where the body was dumped to piece up evidence. It began when locals spotted a suspicious motor vehicle abandoned here on Wednesday evening. A few meters where the vehicle had been ditched, there was a woman's body.
It was a very violent scene.
This is behind Mangu High School in Juja's Witede, Kiambu County at Bob Harris Place. James is the estate's chairman.
It would appear like it was dragged to that place, or the person was running away from the car.
Police believe the motor vehicle was going to dump Catherine's body when it got stuck in the mud, forcing occupants to flee.
Kuna mashimo kubwa za lori. So ni kama iliingia kwa shimo moja, ikakwama ikashika chini.
The body had deep injuries around her chest and the woman's two breasts were missing. Injuries were all over the head with bruises on the face. Her fingers were also missing. On the ribs, there were the same deep injuries extending to the backbone. The body had also been burnt using corrosive acid.
We found the body had multiple injuries that we strongly felt they had been inflicted by an assailant who was out to kill her.
At the scene, police found a knife with blood stains. 2 phones were left in the mud, which investigations revealed were both switched off at the scene. There was a belt indicating how the crime took place, indicating she might have been strangled. Catherine's hair was scattered all over and blood was still fresh at the scene, with signs of a struggle.
This is a case of crime of passion, and my appeal to any member of public or young people that whenever they have a problem in their relationship, they look up for an adult person or parents so that they can assist them to solve their issues.
Investigators will then go for the registered owners of the motor vehicle, who revealed that they had sold the vehicle to a third person. The third person was Evans. He was missing and his phone off. Investigations from the Criminal Intelligence Bureau placed the same phone number at the scene where the crime was committed, with Evans now becoming the main murder suspect.
We also contacted our support sections at the DCI, who works on telephone numbers, and they were able to trace both the purported man and the girl at the scene of crime.
Police launched a manhunt for the man, arresting him in his hideout within Githurai Kimbo area. Immediately after he was arrested, he confessed to killing Catherine. He says he was upset. The girl he had fallen in love with was leaving him.
There are some confessions.
After confessing to killing his young girlfriend, he took us on a journey to reconstruct the events leading to the murder. At this location where he had ditched his vehicle, he requested to be shot dead by the detectives. He says he was driving past this ditch looking for a place to go kill the young girl. When his move was thwarted by Mother Nature, his vehicle got stuck in the mud. He tied the young girl with a rope, assaulted her before killing her and dumping her body here, and then fled from the crime scene. Evans said all this openly with no any form of remorsefulness.
The father came up, we had a discussion with him, and he also confirmed that her daughter was in a relationship with the guy who owned that vehicle.
And then spent the night around the same place. In the morning, he was found trying to commit suicide on this tree. He was chased and ended jumping on a moving lorry, where he hoped to be knocked down. Fortunately, he hung on the vehicle till when it got here. He looked disturbed. This man served him tea.
Kumpea food akasema do itatumwa haikutumwa akaenda kalala hapa nyuma afu akaishia.
He proceeded to a nearby shop within Kiahuria shopping center, where he bought a pack of poison and walked toward this dam. He took the poison and jumped into the dam. He, however, survived. After trying everything to take away his own life, he opted to try it on Thika Highway. He attempted suicide on the highway severally, but no vehicle was knocking him down. He decided to go back to his place in Githurai Kimbo and went into a friend's house to hide. This is where he was arrested.
We were determined to deliver justice to the family and to Kenyans, because whatever had happened was paining everybody who knew what had transpired.
Inside the motor vehicle, which has since been impounded as an exhibit to the murder, there are several used condoms, a rope which police believe is normally used by murder criminals. Catherine's handbag and a small pack of chips were also there.
Tukaarifiwa ya kwamba gari iko hapa, wasichana wakaenda wakaikagua, wakasema hiyo gari ndio inakujanga kumchukua. Wakarudi wakasema hata hiyo bagi iko ndani ndio alitoka nayo kwa nyumba.
Sasa hata hiyo mambo yametujagaza sana kwa sababu ameuawa kinyama.
Catherine's parents are upset. They make the difficult decision to speak to us despite the pain. The father puts on a brave face.
Akaniambia na wamekosana na anataka niwaongeleshe ili waongee pamoja warudiane.
The family is aware that their daughter was in a relationship with the man, but they have no answers why the lover would end up killing her in the manner in which police believe he did. Investigations into the murder are still ongoing, even as police prepare to charge Evans with the murder come tomorrow. The body of the young Catherine Nyokabi is lying at the city mortuary. Franklin Wala, K24 TV.